Hello friends, in this video you'll know, why do dogs hump the air? Dogs have hump legs. This is a question that many people have asked, and the answer is still unknown. There are many theories about why dogs do this, but no one knows how to make your dog stop humping. Some people believe that it is a way for the dog to show dominance over another dog or person. Others believe that the dog is trying to show affection for the person or dog. And still, others believe that it is just a way for the dog to release some energy. A certified applied animal behaviorist, Dr. Mary Birch, explains that humping is not always about sex. Mounting or humping is a frequent play activity among puppies, and it's also expected in the play of older dogs if it's not taken to extremes, according to Gary Landsberg, DVM, a veterinary behaviorist in Ontario, Canada. So why do dogs hump legs? Do dogs hump their legs because they love us? Many people are curious about this behavior, sometimes called humping. The answer to why canines hump their legs is a bit complicated. There are several reasons why rovers might hump or mount their legs, and they should evaluate each instance on a case-by-case basis. One possible reason for humping is that the dog is trying to assert dominance over the person or another animal. Humping may also be a way for the dog to release sexual tension or express excitement. In some cases, a puppy might hump someone's leg simply because they find it pleasurable. If your pup is humping your leg, it's essential to figure out why they are doing it. According to Dr. Birch, if your dog is lying on a pillow or a stuffed animal, chances are your dog is overly excited and overexcited. Some dogs can become out of control during wild games. Question people ask usually: when do male dogs start humping? Humping or mounting is a sexual position for dogs, but doctors who specialize in dog behavior believe that such behavior is done for other reasons. According to David S. Spiegel, VMD, animal behavior researcher at Swarthmore College, humping is usually caused by sexual activity in unneutered and unspayed dogs under a year old. However, in older dogs, it may be a sign of dominance, a reaction to something that has excited the dog, such as guests arriving, or a sign that the dog was not socialized correctly and doesn't know proper dog behavior. Mounting is a frequent play action in puppies and is even acceptable in the play of adult dogs, according to Gary Landsberg, DVM, a veterinary behaviorist in Ontario, Canada. Another question arises in your mind: is your dog humping the air for no reason? The answer is dogs hump the air for a variety of reasons. The first reason for humping is due to anxiety or excitement. Many dogs do it when they're excited or happy, while others may do it when they're anxious or stressed. Humping in dogs is triggered by anxiety about punishment. If your dog reaches any levels of uncontrollable excitement, they might use humping as a way to release that tension. Although humping is generally considered normal for dogs, it can sometimes indicate a more severe problem. Another reason for humping is maybe your dog has a medical issue. Like humans, dogs are also born to breed. Sometimes the dog does humping or mounting, maybe the dog likes to behave like this. Dog humping or mounting are expected behavior. But dog behavior studies have found that dogs also have problems with sexual behavior. Therefore, it is not uncommon for dogs to mount another dog of the same sex. If you notice that your dog is constantly humping objects or people, you may need to consult with your veterinarian to rule out underlying medical issues. Another reason for dog humping or mounting a dog will be he wants to show his dominance. Dogs are often very aggressive regarding dominance. Dogs try to find out who the top dog has more access to food and toys. Mounting or humping dogs over each other may be an act of dominance, and it has nothing to do with sex, and this is just communication by the dog to show superiority to the other dog. Another reason for dog humping may be it's just a part of play mounting. Mounting is a sport for dogs which is a common practice. It is a normal part of their game to mount dogs on each other. It does not matter whether the dog is intact or neutered. The mounting game is a widespread game for dogs. Now a question arises: what does it mean when a dog hugs your leg? When a dog hugs your leg, it is often interpreted as a sign of affection or trying to get extra attention from you. Dogs may hug their owners or other people as a way to show their love and companionship. In some cases, a dog may hug your leg if he feels scared or insecure. While hugging your leg, the dog tries to get extra attention from you. Give your dog a little cuddle and pat it affectionately so that the dog will stop doing it. Another reason for dog humping is anxiety of separation. The dog may be worried about being separated from you. Whenever a dog sticks to your legs when you go out of the house, then indeed, your dog has an anxiety problem. You should contact a good dog trainer or dog behaviorist. Among other reasons, this bad dog habit may not have been stopped but it was encouraged. Rewarding bad habits may also be why the dog is hugging your feet. It would be best to correct your dog early in the day before it gets into its bad habits, which are also easy to fix initially. Similarly, if you or the members of the household have repeatedly rewarded your dog instead of correcting such a bad habit, you should contact an expert dog trainer to fix this dog habit. Maybe the dog feeling boredom. Another reason the dog behaves like this can be the dog's boredom. When an active breed dog is not given good exercise, the dog can also behave like this to get its energy out. Run the dog regularly and play physical exercise games with him to get tired and go to his bed peacefully and sleep. Why is a dog humping stuffed animals? When a dog humps a stuffed animal, it might seem like they are trying to mate with the toy. In reality, there's a good chance the dog is just excited and overstimulated. Dogs hump objects for many reasons, including excitement, dominance, and boredom. If your dog humps stuffed animals often, try to give them more mental and physical stimulation. This could include playing fetch or hide and seek, taking them on walks, or teaching them new tricks. If your dog is still humping objects even after getting more exercise, talk to your veterinarian about possible underlying issues. Another question that comes to the dog owner's mind is, why does my dog hump on his bed? When a dog humps his bed, it can be a confusing sight. This is especially common in young dogs who are still exploring their surroundings. In some cases, humping may also be a way for dogs to release sexual frustration or arousal. If your dog is left alone for long periods or isn't getting enough attention from you, he may resort to humping his bed as a way to satisfy his needs. Another question people search: why does my dog hump after eating? Dogs usually lie down after a good meal, but what if your dog doesn't do that? What if they start humping instead? There's a good chance your dog is satisfied with their meal and is just enjoying themselves. Dogs will sometimes hump after eating as a sign of contentment, and it's a way for them to release some energy and show that they're happy. So if your dog starts humping after eating, don't worry. They're just enjoying themselves. Another question: why does my older dog hump my new puppy? When a new puppy comes into the home, it's not uncommon for the older dog to start humping them. The older dog is trying to establish himself as the dominant one in the household, and by humping the new puppy, he is asserting his position. If your older dog is humping your new puppy, don't scold him. Contact the dog behaviorist expert to resolve this issue. So, how to train your dog to stop humping? Number 1. According to the vet, the best time to stop the puppy from humping is when the puppy starts humping. Whenever you see a dog humping for the first time, try to stop it immediately. Number 2. To stop the dog humping in the air, say no in a firm voice and distract them with a toy or treat. This will shift the dog's attention to the toys. As a result, the dog's attention will be diverted from humping. Number 3. If you find that the dog is already humping, you can distract it or spray it with water. Spaying or neutering your dog may help reduce their hormone levels and stop the behavior. Number 4. The important solution to stop dog humping is to make sure your dog gets enough exercise to stop humping. The dog will be less likely to hump when he is tired. Number 5. Whenever you see a dog humping, you can distract him by playing a new game with the dog. The veterinarians say neutering a male dog can usually reduce mounting or humping habits. But if the practice of humping has become entrenched in older dogs, you will need other measures. Number 6. Getting your dog obedience trained by a good dog trainer would be a good step in these uses. Proper obedience training will make it easier to calm the dog down whenever it becomes overly enthusiastic. Number 6. Whenever the dog is mounting or humping, give him the stop command in a loud voice. If the dog follows the order and stops humping, give him his favorite treat or toy to encourage him. If possible, remove the humping target. You might need to remove your dog from the room if it's a person. In the last, to stop the dog's humping behavior, the dog owner should first know the main reason behind the dog's behavior. The dog owner should also determine under what circumstances the dog humping behavior usually occurs. After getting the above information, you should search for alternative remedies and consult professional dog trainers or behaviorists. If you want to know why does my dog uncontrollably hump the air? Why does my dog hump my cat? Why does my dog hump and bite me? Why does my dog hump my boyfriend? And why does my dog hump me but not my wife? Please visit our site www.dogtoysandaccessories.com, the link given in the description. In conclusion, there are a few things you can do to make your dog stop humping. You can try training your dog to stop the behavior, or you can try using a behavior modification technique like desensitization and counter-conditioning. I hope you found this video helpful as a dog or puppy owner. Please share and subscribe to our channel if you like this video and press the bell icon. You can also visit our website for written information. www.dogtoysandaccessories.com. Thank you, and stay safe.